Now we are going to look at a market structure called the pure monopoly. Okay? And with a pure monopoly, very briefly, basically with me, we have a single seller, meaning the market is dominated by one particular firm. The product is unique. The firm is what's known as a price maker. You have one firm dominating the market. They pretty much have control over price. And in this structure, the firm can block entry, or they have barriers to entry for the monopolies. And what I want to show is, I want to show the monopolies in the short run actually making losses. So I'm going to look specifically at profit maximization in the short run. So SR is short run. And I'm going to look specifically at when we have a monopolist making losses. Our students think a monopolist can't make losses, but it could happen. It's pretty rare because you have one firm dominating the market, but it could happen where this firm was making losses. And we're going to tell this story with graphs. So let's set it up. We got a quantity. And here we're going to have the price, the cost, and the revenue. And what we're going to do is we're going to have the monopolies, which is a price maker, which means the demand curve for the monopolies is going to be downward sloping, like that. If you have your demand curve being downward sloping, it necessarily means that the marginal revenue is also downward sloping and sitting below the demand curve, like this. I like to think of demand, then marginal revenue sitting under it, and then being parallel lines. Now, here's the trick. Again, when you're reading your multiple choice questions and you're drawing these graphs, we have the story of revenue. How much money the firm earns when they sell the good. If you want to figure out if they're making money or losing money, you need the story of cost. And you summarize cost with the average cost curve. The average cost curve is that U-shaped curve. And the little trick is, you want to show the firm making a loss. When you're putting that U-shaped average cost, watch it. It needs to sit above the demand curve, like this. AC will sit above. Now we need our Nike swish. The Nike swish I'm talking about is the marginal cost curve that looks like this. Now we got it. Now we need to analyze. And the analysis begins with a fundamental question. Where are profits maximized? And profits are maximized where the two M's meet. MC and MR. This is the profit maximizing point. Always where you start your analysis. So find the point where MC is equal to MR, right here where I'm putting this blue dot. This is going to tell you everything. Profit maximizing point will give you the profit maximizing quantity. I'm going to call it Q star. What price will they charge? Profit maximizing quantity. Find where it hits the demand curve. Put a little X. This is your price. I'm going to call it P star. How much is it costing you to produce the good? Remember I said we summarize cost with the AC curve. Right where it hits the AC, this is your cost. Now watch it. Think. Put on your business brain. The cost to produce the good is higher than the price you get from the customer. Cost to produce, higher than the price you get from the customer. This firm is making losses. Losses given by this area that I'm shading. That's the monopolist making losses. And this is the graph. Make sure you practice.